Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, instead of playing Astro Renaissance, I thought I'd give some tips on the cherry blossom update and how to earn like the most cherry blossoms that you can, because like we're nearing like the end of the update now. So yeah, I thought I'd just give some tips on how to maximize your earnings. So let's get into it. So first is obviously the cherry blossom viewing area, because as it says here, you'll earn passive cherry blossoms, so it's really helpful to just like wait in here in between playing the mini games, or like leave it on overnight or something like that if you can. But yeah, it's definitely really helpful, and every minute you'll get 100, so it is really helpful. Next is the Sakura Swoop minigame, which is basically, it says here, you use your tap to boost, so you glide around, and your aim is to just go through these hoops here and earn the highest score you can. But the way that the scoring works with how much you earn, I think, is if you get to at least 20,000 score, you'll get 3,200 cherry blossoms, I think. And then if you get to 50,000, you'll get 3,300. So like a good score to aim for is like about 20,000, because it's relatively like easy to get. So I'll show some tips on how to try and get that every time. So my very first tip is, as soon as you spawn in, try and run for the door, because this will maximize like the time that you get to play. And then my next tip would be, try to stay at the top and get as many as you can at the top, because you don't want to work your way down to the bottom too quickly and end up having like no way of getting back up. So just like kind of slowly work your way down to the bottom, because you want to ideally be at the bottom in the last like 30 seconds or so, because that's when the lanterns start spawning in from the ground, and the lanterns are very, very useful for boosting your score. But yeah, I'm just aiming to get about 20k, so that we can get those max cherry blossoms. Well, like so yeah, my other tip is try to time your boosts like well. So if you know that you're about to go through a hoop and you see one above it, then just know that you're gonna get your boost refilled when you go through it. So yeah, just try time stuff like that, and obviously use the jump button if you want to go down more quickly, so that you don't have to wait for your thing to fall. And then, as you can see here, I'm just aiming for all of the lanterns, because they do boost your score quite a lot. Another thing is, make sure not to land on the islands or fall through the bottom of the clouds, because that will reset your combo, and you don't want your combo to reset, because it multiplies your score quite a lot. So yeah, this was like a pretty average good round, but if you get rounds like that every time, then it will ensure that you get a good amount of cherry blossoms, as you can see here. So yeah, those are all my tips for that. Let's move on to the Tear Up Toy Gear minigame. Okay, so my first tip for this game is, as soon as you load in, use your sprint, so that you can like get a head start on picking up the things. And I normally just skip the trees and go straight for like these smaller buildings, because I don't know if they're worth more, but that's just the tactic I normally go with. And you just want to keep using your sprint, especially in the early stages. Like, there's no real timing to it, just kind of like as soon as you get it, just use it. I'm not the best at this minigame, you can probably tell, but what I normally do is like work my way up. So like, you see how I started with the small houses, then you move on and move on as you like unlock more. And I think that's like the best tactic that I can give. But yeah, just continue kind of doing that for the whole game. I think this tower is worth quite a lot, I'm not sure. but I always knock it over. But if I find anything about like the exact numbers for each building, I'll insert it here, so that can be a bit more useful to you guys. But yeah, like the whole round, you pretty much are just gonna aim for the bigger buildings. Okay, so let's see how much cherry blossoms we got for that. 3,200, okay. So I scored 123,000 and I got 3,200. So if I find anything about the like score ratio to the cherry blossoms, I'll insert it here. But those are all my tips for the new update, guys, I think. But I would like to just go through these quickly. So for the capsule robot, there are like a few different prizes you can get from it, but you can get a pet egg, tiny H potions, cherry blossoms, up to I think 9,000 cherry blossoms you can get, and you can also get fully sized H potion as well, and you can also get royal egg. So these are actually quite useful to buy, because you know I'm trying to make a mega, so it's quite useful getting the H potions from it. But yeah, I hope this video will help you guys out a little bit maybe with the update. But yeah, that's all. Let me know if you, well, I'll probably make a video like exploring the new Royal High school, because I haven't played Royal High in quite a while, but I kind of want to check out the new updates. So if you guys would be interested in that, then I'll make a video about it. But yeah, that's all guys, thanks for watching.